wow, what a difference a week makes. It was hard to get up here last week because of all the mud, hard to film because of the rain, and look at it now, spring has sprung properly. Got the nettles and the dandelions, primroses coming up, birds are singing away, trees have got leaves on them, even seen some butterflies. It's very nice. It's about 26 degrees today, I believe. Feels even hotter than that in the sun. Mini heat wave. So yeah, quite a change. It's been a very long winter, so it's nice to get out with some nice conditions. The fire's probably going to be quite hot later in that shelter with the reflective tarp. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of firewood because I stocked up thinking I was going to have a guest last week, but I was really sick. I was sick for a week pretty much, so I'm just getting out now, and I'm not fully recovered, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get out in this weather. So yeah, got a few things planned because I don't have so much work to do on firewood and that, and have a bit of a chill out here. You may notice several projects on the go around camp here. One of them is collecting some quite freshly felled timber. This is some birch, and that's for kind of a rebuild. Well, that's what I've got in mind anyway, so I've been collecting up some of that. I've also got my log splitting going on. Yeah, that's a work in progress. I've also got a new camp grill. This is going to be staying up here. I didn't really want to leave anything here that wasn't natural, but I think this will be okay hidden away. You know, I know it's here. If I ever need to, I can come and get it. Don't want to leave litter around, but it's quite a big one, as you can see. It can fit probably 3 pots on there easily. It's quite sturdy. So yeah, that's a new addition to camp. And everything is starting to look green again, which is nice after all of the brown I've been staring at for the last few months. Even got some shoots coming through inside of camp here. Just on the way now to gather some materials for a little build project I've got planned for today. Some more of that felled silver birch. So it's not too far from camp, so I'm just going to grab some of that now. I think a combination of still recovering from being ill and this heat, it's making me sweat, getting really out of breath. It's nice to have this little stovetop grill as like a flat surface though. Oh, very handy. Woo. Just realised I've been working away on this and I've not really been filming anything for the last hour. It is very nice to have this extra daylight though. This is my first camp since the clocks have changed. The last one being Reculver, which was the night the clocks changed. So it's nice to not be in any kind of rush or anything. It's about 5:30 I think, so I think the sun sets after 8. So I'm just tapering off these tenons, doing some mortise and tenon joints. I was going to be all mysterious about what I was making, but then I realised it's probably going to end up in the description or title of the video anyway, so you're going to know what it is. So yeah, it's a Bushcraft chair. A bit fed up with having no back support. I was just going to do one of them simple ones, the kind of 2 triangle configuration. I'll put a picture up so you know what I'm talking about. But I thought, I've got the auger now, I may as well kind of do something a bit special with all this fresh green wood. The auger's really tearing out them holes because it's so fibrous. It's only less than a month old, this wood, since it's been felled. But yeah, it'd be nice to get this done before lighting the fire and getting dinner on. Although I'm not too sure that's going to happen. Running out of this smaller stuff, which are the supports. We shall see. Got a couple of bits of kit to try out later tonight, so I'll show you them in a bit. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to say is got a shout out this week from Ian on IKS Exploration channel. If you've not heard of it, check it out. It's a great channel, quite a big channel, and he kind of does what I've kind of touched on, what I used to do a bit of, which is kind of what the kids call urbex these days. So kind of urban exploration, history exploration, goes down tunnel systems, forts, that sort of thing. He's got a video of Grain where me and Tom Outdoors camped. But yeah, thanks Ian for the shout out. And if you think that's something you'd be interested in, go and check his channel out. Leave a little comment, say Andy Kent Survival sent you over. But yeah, some great information on there. He did a video recently of going on the Russian submarine that's on the Medway. Got 2 videos on it, I think. Very interesting. I've seen it before but never been on it myself. I'm just chamfering off the edges on these so when I bang them in they don't split. I'll show you that in more detail when I put it together. So you can see I've made quite the mess of shavings around camp here. I've got quite a lot of these tenoned supports, and we'll see if this works. First time I've ever done anything this kind of complicated with this kind of wood this bent. Well, it looks like most of these were guessed to the right size. roughly. Now the tricky bit, I mean, doing this is tricky enough with straight wood. Maybe the other way around would be better. Some might need twisting where they're bending in slightly different directions. This one, for instance. That's these two holes that are the trouble. Well, that seems to have worked. Stick that one aside and do these. Not too bad. Made a couple of small marks here to line up with the other one, and I'm just going to drill into them now. This is the same auger I used on the last video, which was making the boot remover, which nobody really watched. Hopefully you'll find this more interesting. Figure it's going to be easier to put these in the back piece and then lift on the smaller front piece. Okay, moment of truth. There we go. That's our chair done. Just need to put some slats across the top here. Should have enough wood around to do that. A couple of holes that I did by accident. I had these pieces the wrong way round, but it's looking pretty solid. Very twisted. First time and on camera. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty comfy. Oh, well, that's taken, I don't know, between 3 and 4 hours. I've got through more than 3 litres of water, I think, and I've got through quite a few tissues as well with my snotty nose. So glad that's done. The sun's just going down now. It's gone down over under the trees, so I need to tidy up a bit. Get my fire laid down, which shouldn't be too hard because I've got most of the firewood, and put the shelter up. I guess it's not going to rain, but it's nice to have up a bit of cover. Well, before I finish getting set up and set up the fire, while it's still light, I just wanted to show you this. This is the headlamp I've been using for over a year now. I got it from Decathlon. It was under £10. Does low, high, red and flashing red. And recently contacted by Olight, asking if I wanted to review any of their products. So this is one of the ones I asked for, because I've needed a new headlamp for ages. Now this is the H1R Nova. That can be used as a headlamp, how I've got it set up here, or you can take this out and just use it as a little small EDC torch or flashlight. It's got this snazzy USB cable with it that is magnetic, and I've never had like a nice branded flashlight or headlamp before, and I'm loving this one. The build quality is fantastic. If I press for 2 seconds, that kind of unlocks it there, and that gives you your glow. Cycle through there, you can see how much brighter that is than, so you can see the glow there, and you can see that on the turbo. There's your map reading glow. Does SOS as well. And yeah, we're going to be putting it through its paces tonight, and I won't be sorry to see this go. It's been lacking for some time. So yeah, if you're interested, before I do any kind of review, it's the H1R Nova. Oh, the fire lay's ready here. Got my kindling and everything ready. Just taken some bark off of these quite freshly felled birch trees. I don't think I've ever used such fresh birch bark. I usually try and get it from dead trees if possible, so we'll see how it goes. See if it's got them oils. It would appear to be okay. There we go, nice and easy. Something I really wanted to show you today was a gift that I got from Kev and Chrissy. Now you may have seen their work before. They've given Joe Robinette a spork with his Dog Scout on it, his logo, and I believe they've done something for MCQ as well, a decal for his Jeep. But they've been kind enough to give me this hip flask with my logo on. So let's try and hold that a bit closer so you can see it properly. I absolutely love it. I actually forgot to fill it before I come out today, so I'm stuck with just my beers, just a couple of beers. But thank you so much, Kev and Chrissy. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant. If you want anything done like this, glassware or whatever, their company is Lasting Impressions Glassware. You can find them on Instagram. I'll link it below. But yeah, thank you very much for that, even if I did forget to fill it today. You'll be seeing this time and time again, I think. This fire's proving to be pretty hot. I'm in my t-shirt anyway because it's still pretty warm, but yeah, I've got this fire quite big. The reason for that is I need the embers and the ashes to cook over. So I thought, big fire, let it die down, cook what I've got, and I only really need a fire for company later. Might be too hot for even that, considering I've been quite ill. I'll probably have an early night anyway. thought I'd just test this headlamp out. So this is on the moonlight or glow mode or whatever they call it, and the screen is to be believed, you can't see anything. That's one up. And I think that's high. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, that's a vast improvement over my last one. Here we go, it's time for the main event. As you can see, I've got a chicken here, and I'm going to attempt to remove the backbone there. Right, so that's the backbone out. If I just flip this around, this bone here, I'm just going to break. Okay, that's just the breastplate bone. There we go. Now just going to put on a bit of chili oil and rub that in. I've got the same spice that I used on the pork belly the other day. I'm just going to liberally coat that. Give that a little rub in. And just do the same for the other side. So again, stick on the spice. I've left the breastbone in there. You can take it out, it's just a little fiddly with a bushcraft knife. I'd ordinarily have poultry shears. Okay, that should do it. I have got antibacterial wipes off camera here. Going to slightly rejig the fire here. And on our chicken goes. Just really quickly knocked up some tongs, which are pretty crap to be honest. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Oh. Don't have to go down the middle. There we go. Can I flip it? Okay, that's cooking nicely. Might drag out some more coals. I think it's about time to flip her over. Doing pretty well, I think. I was about to put the sweet corn on that I got, but I forgot it. So it's going to be chicken and flatbread. And it's just about nearly ready. About 40 minutes or so. Spatchcocking it like that speeds up the cooking time a lot and makes it a lot easier for cooking on a grill like that. Just carving it straight off the grill here, and as you can see, it's cooked through very well. Skin's nice and crispy, meat's nice and moist. Yeah, it's a good way to cook a chicken, especially on a grill. There we go. So just have that in a little toasted flatbread. Well, here we go, proof's in the pudding. That's good, and you can really taste that spice as well. I guess it'd be rude not to have a beer with it. It's getting on now, I think it's closing in on 11 o'clock. You You make all these plans and time runs away. Right, so I'm going to finish off my dinner. And just before bed, got some hot chocolate. Headlamps attracting all the insects now. Yes, please. Well, that's me done for the evening. It's about 11:30, but I'm pretty knackered from everything I've been doing. Fire's died down now, so yeah, time to get in the sleeping bag. I've got the winter bag with me. Didn't want to chance it. I think I've been paranoid since I was up on Dartmoor and it snowed, and that's a year in 2 weeks. So yeah, I've got that with me anyway, and some clothes to use as a pillow. One little tip, it's not for everyone, but I take earplugs with me when I'm camping, which just cuts out any background noise or anything. Helps me anyway. Not as much noise here. It's very still and very quiet, which is almost a bit eerie. But yeah, good night, and I'll see you in the morning. This tarp's really attracting Daddy Longlegs this morning. Is Daddy Longlegs a universal name? I don't know. Thought I'd have another quick look at the chair while the fire's growing. Just checking out the joints. You can see I took some of the birch bark last night. Seems to have come together quite well. That's the really bent support there. Yeah, I think I'll leave it as is, and next time I'm up here I'll give it a bash together again. Shrinkage and all that. I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't use it that much last night, to be honest though. Right, time for a little breakfast, I think. Ooh, just. I've been hungry since I woke up at 6 this morning. These flatbreads are actually really nice. Saw them in the supermarket and thought, takes up less space. And I've still got 2 more slices of bacon and a cup of tea. So I was pretty happy with the performance of the Olight headlight last night. Did a really good job. It's been a long time coming getting a decent headlamp. Yeah, I'll be doing a full review of that at some point soon. Might take it on one more camp first. Got another next week. Actually visiting someone else, so that should be quite interesting. So I'll give it a go on that as well. Sun's coming out now, so starting to warm up again. Don't think I'm going to need this shirt much longer. Well, that's me for another week, another camp. Pretty successful one, I think. Got a chair, used the new grill, which is working out pretty well, and the new headlamp from Olight as well. So, yeah, pretty good. So I'll see you on the next one, which is going to be from Norfolk. Thanks for watching, see you soon.